To show us the interior, I'd like to introduce another national finalist in the Sable Sell-Off, Jim Norris. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you.
Jim won the Memphis District Championship and represents Schilling Motors in Little Rock, Arkansas. How would you go about showing off the features and benefits of the interior?
If you'll step around to the passenger side, make yourself comfortable. I'll be glad to show you the XR4Ti. Larry, the most noticeable feature of the XR4Ti interior is its roominess. It has interior space for 5 adults. This particular XR4Ti has the optional leather interior, which is nice for comfort and long durability. The front seats, both of them, as well as moving fore and aft, have individual seat back adjustments, which makes it very comfortable for long trips. You also have 4-way adjustable headrest that adjust up and down and forward and backward. Each seat has a lumbar support for that tired back on a long trip. And the driver's seat only has a height adjustment right here. The instrumentation is a full instrumentation. It is backlighted and easy to read. And for 1988, it has a 150 mile/hour speedometer. The radio for 1988 is an upgraded AM/FM electronic stereo. It has an amplifier and an improved 4-way speaker system in it. Larry, there is also a graphic information module on the dash that alerts the driver to any pending problems, such as headlamp outage, tail lamp or turn signal outage, or door or hatch ajar, as well as pending ice problems. There are individual openings for your air conditioner, and all 4 of them have positive shutoffs on each one of them to control the air where you want it. And air conditioning is standard on the 88 XR4Ti. The rear seat has seating for 3 across, as well as a center armrest, and it is a split fold seat so you can maintain seating for 1 or 2 while carrying long cargo.
An impressive list of features. What's next?
The demo ride.
Now, before we go on the demo ride, I got a couple of questions for you. Like, for example, how do you identify an XR4Ti prospect from a XR7 prospect?
Well, Larry, in most cases, your XR7 prospect would be a customer that is looking for an American sports car. They're looking for a nameplate in a car that they're familiar with. Whereas the XR4Ti prospect, they're looking for a car with a European heritage. They're looking for a European-style sports car. And the racing background of the XR4Ti has increased its popularity and its name recognition.
Do you find the XR4Ti prospects do a lot of competitive shopping?
Yes, in almost every case. They know what the competition has to offer, they've seen it, and they're coming to me wanting to see why the XR4Ti is a better value for the money. They're looking for value. They're looking for more car for the dollar that they spend.
What do you need to do handling a buyer that's pretty knowledgeable about the car then?
Well, in many cases I'm dealing with a buyer that they've read the Auto Buff books. They know what the competition has. And I don't try to impress them with my knowledge of this car. I try to listen to the questions they ask and answer them. They're looking for a driver-oriented car. They're looking for specific things, and each individual buyer is different. You know, you're going to have some car buyers that want a performance automobile. You're looking for other automobile buyers that are going to be wanting, say, a car that has a high visual appeal. So you've got to tailor each car demonstration and everything for the individual, because you're not dealing with the same type people every time. Everyone is different.
What do you find impresses people most about the XR4Ti?
The 2 most impressive things that I find are, number 1, they're very impressed that it has seating for 5. And the second thing, that the car is very smooth and comfortable on the highway. They're very impressed with a car with these looks its performance, and yet has a luxury feel. If they travel on long trips, there's a lot of creature comfort conveniences in this car.
If a demo drive is that important, it's got to be more than just a drive around the block near the dealership.
Definitely so. The demo ride is the place that you sell the XR4Ti. XR4Ti cannot be sold sitting still. And with each individual person, as I said, it's going to vary. Some demo rides will be short. It may be just a standard course. All of them will be very similar in that I'll have highway for performance and acceleration demonstrations. I'll have winding roads to show its handling abilities. And then, of course, town driving, where they drive in the city, everyday driving that they will experience in the car. Other buyers are interested in the performance aspect of it, and it may have a longer section. It may be as long as 5 miles. So you've got to continually be selling the car. Everything you do is selling XR4Ti.
What else do you plan about a demo ride?
Well, naturally, you've got to have a few things planned in advance. One, the car's got to be clean. It's got to be clean inside. It's got to be have plenty of gas. If it's hot, have the air conditioning on. Cool the car down. Be sure that the car looks the way that you would want it to look if you were buying an automobile. You've got to put yourself in the customer's position. What would you think if I walked out and somebody's going to show me a dirty car? You've got to continually be putting yourself in that customer's position and listening and watching for the things that impress them. Second, you've got to be very familiar with the new products, the new features on all the cars, and they're changing. You know, mid-year you'll have changes at times, so you've got to continually get that product knowledge information and stay abreast, secondly, of your inventory availabilities, colors, because you may have the right car, but it may be in the wrong color, and you've got to know, do I have that? You know, when you're riding with a customer, here's an example, leather interior. Some people want leather, others want cloth. You may put them in a leather interior car, and halfway through a demo ride, you find out that one of the two, or maybe they say, hey, I don't want leather interior because it's too hot. You've got to know, do I have this same car with cloth, and be able to steer them toward your current inventory.
All right, I'm ready for the experience. Let's go on the ride.
All right.
Is there any reason why you're driving first and I'm not?
Yes, Larry, the reason that I would drive first of all, it puts me in control. I control the demo route, and I have a planned route that will show all the benefits of this car, different road surfaces, winding roads, highways, and I can drive all the way to the end of my route and let the customer drive back. Secondly, it also lets the customer relax. He can see me operate the car, and I can get some reaction of his when I accelerate the car. I can give it the amount of acceleration because I can show its good points. I can show it off at that point. It also gives the customer a better feel. It lets him concentrate without having to fumble with different controls on the car or feel awkward driving it. And I find most of the time it makes the customer more at ease.
Is a demo drive just as important when you've got a prospect who's pretty well explained to you that he's just shopping?
Yes, it is. If I can, I will demo every customer that comes in. I also, on my demo ride, I would ask the customer, toward the end of the demo ride, I would ask them a closing question such as, if we can come to agreement on a price, could I earn your business on this particular automobile? At that time, they'll tell me where in the prospect brackets that they range. Are they just shopping? Yes, they're very interested, or they're ready to buy this automobile today.
But what would you do differently when the roles are reversed, when it's the prospect's turn to drive?
Well, first of all, when we come to this point, I might ask them if they have any questions thus far. Might talk about the lines of the car, get some of their input at that point. Then I would take them, I would have them sit in the seat, and I would be sure that they are comfortable in the seat, that it is adjusted correctly for them, that they understand the different adjustments. Their mirrors are adjusted correctly for them. I want to be sure that they had their seat belt. Then after I've seated them in the car, I would ask them if they have any questions before we go.
Not after watching you drive and handle it.
Then let's go.
Jim, what can you do while they're driving to sell the XR4Ti without being distracting?
Well, as we're driving, I ask them how they like how the car handles. It a lot of times will tell me if they're looking for a road car, on the different surfaces that we've driven, the comfort of the car, maybe about the acceleration as we move up on the interstate. I ask them if you know, to find out what they want in an automobile and build from those points. Are they looking for something that has acceleration? Are they looking for something that is comfortable? I want to know why they want the car.
Now I think I understand the value and importance of a demonstration drive. Thanks for your input in this presentation, Jim.
You're welcome.
The 1988 XR4Ti is what a performance car is meant to be. XR4Ti combines the luxury and convenience features of a European sports sedan with exciting performance. That's what makes XR4Ti a winner.